Okay, left. Welcome, everyone. Let me start by acknowledging the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, and Coquitlam people on whose traditional territory we are so privileged to be gathered this afternoon. I would like to invite Mr. Ming-Xuan Chung, member of the SFU choir and an undergraduate student in the Faculty of Science, to lead us all in singing O Canada. Ming-Xuan.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thou us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Nicely done. Thank you.
Please be seated. I declare the Spring 2018 Convocation assembled for the granting of degrees. Mr. President, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty, honored guests, graduands, and friends, I am Anne Giardini, the Chancellor of Simon Fraser University, and we are delighted and honored to have you join us for Convocation. In attendance today are a number of distinguished guests in the audience and on the platform, including members of Senate, Vice Presidents, Dean, and faculty members. I would like to acknowledge Dr. Stanley Zlotkin, who will be conferred an Honorary Doctorate of Science this afternoon, and our SFU alumni, legacy, parents, and families. Welcome to all of you. And thank you for your patience with the construction we have going on campus just now. We have a few exciting projects underway, including behind the platform on my left, there will soon be the SFU Student Society's new Student Union building. The building will be entirely devoted to students with lounges, study areas, meeting rooms, and recreational facilities. And directly behind me is the Public Plaza Renewal Project, which will improve accessibility and create more gathering spaces as we continue with the ongoing project of renewing our infrastructure. Convocation is a time when we somehow manage to look in two directions at once. We look back with a sense of success and completion concerning all that you have accomplished in your time here at SFU. And we look ahead with hopes and expectations for all that you will do in the days to come. Right now, we are gathered at a place and in a moment when transformation occurs. The ancient Romans recognized an odd and distinctive deity, the two-faced god Janus. He was believed to have authority over beginnings and endings, gates and passageways, and transitions from one place to another, and over what we call liminal or threshold spaces. One of his two profiles looks ahead to the time to come, while the other directs his gaze into the past. Janus's name is easy to remember, by the way, because his name is the origin of our modern word janitor, because janitors are seen as having the dual role as keeping the outside world at bay while maintaining order within. Today you have behind you classes and papers, hard work, deep thought, quizzes, shared activities, lonely study, contemplation, conversations, days of panic and joy, days of exploration and doubt. Don't let anyone tell you that this part of your life has not been real life. Your years as a student are as tangible and as human and as leafy with meaning as any you will experience in the days ahead. You are headed outward now, across this SFU threshold into a hurried and busy world. Most of you will make your way into work, into careers. You have great potential, and among you a vast array of plans. You will work, maintain relationships, volunteer, continue, I hope, to learn, stay on top of current events, make or listen to music, invent, stay fit, perhaps raise families, and certainly make a difference. Because you are, or about to be, SFU grads, I have every confidence that you will flourish in the days ahead. You will be innovative. You will be attentive. You will be creative. You will find time to consider how this world might be changed for the better. You might well do something yourself, large or small, to bring about that change yourself. In a rushed and hectic world, you may worry whether there will be enough time to accomplish everything you want to do. I am happy to assure you that the time ahead is abundant. The days are long. The hours are many. I hope you enjoy the time to come and experience it as profuse rather than as running away from you. English, our shared language, is marvelous in many ways, but it is limited in how we frame and understand the concept of time. The Greeks, for example, had at least 2 words for time, chronos and kairos. Chronos, which we can hear in words such as chronological and anachronism, refers to measured seconds, minutes, and hours of clock time. Kairos is a very different concept, referring to significant moments instead of measurable and utilitarian time. Kairos is an enveloping moment, such as the one in which we find ourselves. It is the right, the promising, the auspicious time. The earliest way to track time was by following the arc of the sun, but the first automated measurers of time made use of water that dripped from or seeped into a bowl. It feels to me as if these earliest automated clocks might have got time right. The best and most productive time for most of us is when we find ourselves like water in a state of flow. When each event and task feels as if it is leading somehow in a way that feels inevitable to the next. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman put it this way in his book, Thinking Fast and Slow. In a state of flow, maintaining focused attention on absorbing activities requires no exertion of self-control, thereby freeing resources to be directed to the task at hand. Many activities can induce a sense of flow, he says, from painting to racing motorcycles and writing a book. The enemy of flow is interruption. Who among us is not both the owner and the victim of the little devices that we carry with us everywhere? These marvelous machines are wonderful in too many ways to list, but they kill flow and can, if we let them, nibble away at our ability to do our best work. The poet Jane Hirshfield has written about the wholeheartedness of concentration, a place where world and self begin to cohere. With that state comes an enlarging of what may be known, what may be felt, and what may be done. We need to be discerning in the interruptions we allow or risk the loss of mental, emotional, and transcendent space, that state of flow in which our best thoughts and our best work arises. Looking backward at what you've achieved, today's degree or certificate is evidence that you are capable of sustained thought and work. Looking forward, I hope that you will spend your time both profligately and wisely, and will spend many hours in that productive, satisfying state that engenders the very best of what you are capable of. Please stay in touch with those of us who remain here on this side of the threshold. We are proud of you, and we are grateful, changed, and improved by the time that we have spent together. Thank you. I now call upon the president of our university, Professor Andrew Petter.
Thank you. Madam Chancellor, honored guests, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty members, staff, and most especially, graduands, family, and friends. It is my privilege to preside at this culminating celebration of your education at Simon Fraser University. As this ceremony unfolds, our message to you is clear. As each of you receives your degree, I and my colleagues on stage, together with the entire SFU community, want you to know how proud we are of you. Your degrees are not merely documents of accreditation. They're a living testament to the faith we have in your ability to flourish in a changing world. And that's a good ability to have, because the world is most assuredly changing. A recent Oxford University study estimated that 47% of all current jobs will be automated out of existence over the next 20 years. When I attended university, lo, those many years ago, I was encouraged to believe that if I developed a good career plan, that plan could serve me for a lifetime. In today's dynamic world, the notion of planning a lifelong career is as redundant as many of the careers for which I might have once planned. The need to plan one's future has been overtaken by the need to equip oneself for multiple futures, many of which are yet unknown. This point was driven home earlier this year at our annual SFU Public Square Community Summit, which explored the future of work. One of the main presenters was American political activist and commentator Van Jones. Like Chancellor Giardini, Jones had been thinking about different concepts of time, looking particularly at how changing perceptions of time have affected our approaches to work. In the agrarian era, he noted, time was perceived as circular. Life revolved around daily and seasonal cycles. The sun came up, the sun went down. Spring gave way to summer, which faded to fall and turned to winter, only to begin the cycle again. Tomorrow was the same as yesterday. In this era of circular time, Jones noted, the most important value for survival was preservation. Preservation of culture, preservation of knowledge, preservation of ritual, and most practically, preservation of seeds. Then came the industrial era, an era of transformation and change. In this era, time became linear, the past behind you, the present with you, the future stretching in front but still distant. Jones compared the industrial era to being on a train with a track ahead, leading one to a new destination. In this era, this unfolding environment, the key value for survival was planning. One could look ahead and prepare for a lifetime of well-ordered tomorrows. But the industrial era has now been supplanted by a digital era, in which Jones said we are no longer traveling into the future, rather the future is coming towards us at an ever faster pace, no longer content to wait as our plans unfold. In his words, the future is onrushing, bringing with it changes that overwhelm our ability to plan. So today, the key value for survival is not preservation or planning, but rather adaptability, or as Jones calls it, the capacity to pivot. It was a compelling analysis, though I would argue that even in the past, adaptability has been an important attribute. There's a quote chiseled onto the floor of the California Academy of Sciences in San Francisco that was originally attributed to Charles Darwin. It says, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change." It's a tribute to the California Academy's own adaptability that they have since rubbed out that mistaken attribution and given proper credit to Leon Megginson, a professor of management studies, who wrote those words in 1963 as part of a contemplation on Darwin's work. So how do you learn to be adaptable? Well, I'd argue you choose to study at an institution like Simon Fraser University. As Canada's engaged university, we've enabled you not only to gain knowledge of the disciplines you have studied, but also to think critically, to solve problems, and to make your own decisions. And we've offered you diverse learning experiences, including opportunities to study at 3 distinct campuses, to learn in the classroom and in the community, and to gain intercultural understanding and international perspectives at home and abroad. In sum, your education has been about equipping you with the knowledge, the aptitudes, and the skills required to be adaptable citizens and to thrive in a rapidly changing world. As you embark now from this stage of your education, as you embrace a future in which you are likely to have multiple careers, you will need to continue learning and updating your skills. But thanks to your education here, you will do so based on a strong foundation. You also face the future as members of an adaptable community of over 150,000 SFU alumni spread across 140 countries around the world. And when you need to update your knowledge and skills, when you confront issues that are outside your scope of expertise, we at SFU will always be here for you. So please stay in touch. In the years to come, the relationships that you have formed in your time here with friends and colleagues, with faculty and mentors, will serve you better than any single lesson. For now, this is your time. Enjoy it wisely. Share it generously with those you love and just as generously with those who don't have your advantages. We will thrive in this changing world only if we can all adapt and flourish together. Most importantly, seize your time with confidence and optimism. You have earned the accolades and credits you receive today. Make the most of them, and you will lead us all to a better world. Thank you.
SFU's honorary degree is the highest honor conferred by the university. Honorary degrees are awarded to distinguished individuals in recognition of their scholarly, scientific, or artistic achievement, or in recognition of exceptional contribution to the public good through professional or philanthropic activity. Honorary degree recipients' achievements celebrate our university's values and serve as an inspiration and role model to our students, our graduates, and our communities. The honorary degree will now be conferred. To present the honorary degree candidate, Dr. Stanley Zlotkin, I am pleased to welcome Dr. Angela Kaida. Dr. Kaida is an associate professor in the Faculty of Health Sciences at SFU and holds a Canada Research Chair in Global Perspectives on HIV and Sexual Reproductive Health. Dr. Kaida.
Thank you. Madam Chancellor. Good afternoon, everybody. Madam Chancellor, it is my distinct pleasure to present Dr. Stanley Zlotkin, a pioneering physician who has long been engaged in improving the health and well-being of children across the global South. A professor of pediatrics, public health sciences, and nutritional sciences at the University of Toronto and Toronto's Hospital for Sick Children, Dr. Zlotkin earned his MD from McMaster University and his PhD in nutritional sciences from the University of Toronto. In the 1990s, Dr. Zlotkin was challenged by UNICEF to find a solution to a pressing global health issue affecting millions of children: iron deficiency. In response, he developed Sprinkles, an affordable micronutrient powder that gives caregivers the opportunity to use and to sprinkle on and thus fortify their children's food and prevent nutritional anemia. Dr. Zlotkin generously gifted the supplement to the public domain, drawing on the assistance of partners like UNICEF and the World Food Programme. Sprinkles has been distributed through Save the Children and World Vision, among other agencies, to over 62 countries and continues to reach about 20 million children a year. And in honor of his international advocacy and valuable contributions to improving children's health and survival rates, Dr. Zlotkin has been recognized with numerous awards. Recognitions include the H.J. Heinz Humanitarian Award, an International Ashoka Fellowship, and inductions into the Order of Canada, and most recently, the Order of Ontario. In 2012, Dr. Zlotkin was appointed the inaugural Chief of Global Child Health at Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. And in this role, he continues to bring energy and passion to increasing international awareness of children's health and nutritional needs. And he's published well over 100 peer-reviewed publications and papers on anemia and nutrition, many of which are seminal contributions to the field. And he is also highly respected for his relentless commitment to mobilizing research findings into protecting children's health globally. So, Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of this university, I ask that you now confer upon Dr. Stanley Zlotkin the degree Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Ready? Stanley Zlotkin, by virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Dr. Stanley Zlotkin will be hooded by Dr. Wade Parkhouse, Vice Provost and Associate Vice President, Academic, and Ms. Romana Kanhemani, Registrar and Executive Director of Student Enrollment.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It is with great pleasure that I now call on Dr. Stanley Zlotkin for his Convocation Address. Dr. Zlotkin.
Madam Chancellor, President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kaida, members of the graduating classes, and your parents, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by thanking Simon Fraser University for awarding me this honorary degree and for giving me this opportunity to address the graduating class. I would like to also congratulate each and every one of the new graduates for a hard job well done. We all talk about something in our life representing good luck. I frequently say how lucky I was when my grandfather got into a boat in Poland as a stowaway and ended up in Halifax. Or a goalie will say how lucky he was that the puck hit the post rather than scoring a goal. Or you will say, hopefully, how lucky you are to have found a good job after graduation. I'd like to suggest that none of these three examples are really examples of luck. My grandfather made a conscious decision that the risk of fighting in the Russian-Japanese War of 1903 was higher than the risk of hiding in a boat and landing on some unknown shore. So it really wasn't luck that got him on that boat, it was the thoughtful weighing of the risks. The goalie who called himself lucky was so well trained that he blocked all but 2 inches of the net. So the fact that the puck hit the post was not really luck, but reflected the goalie's skill in guarding the rest of the net. And finally, you finding meaningful work after graduation is not primarily good luck. You made a decision to study at Simon Fraser University. Your hard work over the years resulted in your being educated people. The support of your friends and families got you through the tough times that all students face at university, and you have come out at the other end as a graduate. The reason you will find meaningful work really has less to do with good luck, but everything to do with your hard work and the decisions you've made to get to where you are today. People often call me lucky because I've traveled the world and had the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of children and their families. 15 years ago, as was mentioned in the introduction, I invented a concept called home fortification and a product called Sprinkles. Home fortification is the act of adding essential minerals and vitamins to whatever food is prepared in the home instead of at the factory. Since in most developing countries, the food for young children is made from locally available commodities, not store-bought baby foods. Sprinkles, the product, are tiny packages, like a package of sugar or artificial sweetener. Each package contains enough vitamins and minerals, for example, to prevent blindness from vitamin A deficiency, enough vitamin D to prevent rickets or a bowing of a child's legs, and enough iron to prevent arrested mental and physical development in young children. The Sprinkles delivery system enables families who do not have access to commercially fortified foods to add essential vitamins and minerals directly to traditional foods prepared in the home. The Sprinkles package is simply torn open and sprinkled onto any home-prepared food. It is so simple as to be somewhat unbelievable, but after 10 years of research, I know it works, as does the international research community. And amazingly, no one had previously thought of it. The Sprinkles concept has been recognized by governments and international agencies such as UNICEF as the most evidence-based and feasible strategy to address vitamin and mineral deficiencies among children. With my many international collaborators, Sprinkles are being distributed in 60 countries around the world. They are made in multiple manufacturing facilities around the world, and this year Sprinkles will be delivered to at least 15 million children. They cost $0.50 each, and it is totally a humanitarian, not-for-profit program. In truth, if I may say so, the success of the Sprinkles program was not luck. It was a combination of years of being educated as a pediatrician first and then as a nutritionist, working at institutions like the University of Toronto and the Hospital for Sick Children that valued research, and carefully and thoughtfully choosing the right partners, being able to take advantage of opportunities as they arose. That is not luck. As I have said to you, what was important was education, support from partners, and the good fortune to take advantage of the opportunities as they were offered to me. But it is also a story about innovation. The word innovation is thrown around as a flavor of the month for anything and everything that often comes our way. We generally think of it as the latest gadget or tech product, but innovation is actually an important process for all endeavors. Many of you are both scientists and educators. Every single challenge we have in work and indeed in society requires us to think of new ways, of smart ways, more effective ways to address the challenges before us. That may be a new medical discovery, but it also may be a smart, innovative way of teaching, of addressing social problems. My story of Sprinkles was primarily about innovation, both scientific innovation, but frankly and possibly more importantly, about social innovation. It wasn't just about minerals and vitamins that were in those little Sprinkles packages, but about how and where they would be accepted for use. Innovation was about finding the right partners and how I could engage with them. That required innovative thinking, and it is this innovative thinking, I would suggest, that may be the most important aspect of your future careers. As I've mentioned, last year around 15 million children received packages of Sprinkles, but it's really impossible to imagine 15 million children. So let me tell you a true experience I had with Sprinkles and one child. Picture me in Mongolia in a remote herder's ger or yurt, which is actually a small tent. There are really no roads in Mongolia, and I had traveled on the no road for about 36 hours to get there. I'm sitting in a tent with a mother and her one-year-old child, and I say to the mother through an interpreter, "So what do you think about these Sprinkles?" The mother's eyes light up, a big smile crosses her face, and she begins to tell me how her child has changed in the last 6 months since she started giving Sprinkles to her son. She said, his bowed legs are beginning to straighten, and, she said, he's become naughty. And again, that wonderful twinkle in her eye. And I say, what do you mean by naughty? And she says, he used to be lethargic and shy. He wouldn't leave my side. In fact, we used to joke that he still has his umbilical cord. After I started giving him sprinkles, the mother said, he started leaving my side. He started exploring his environment. He started to be curious, and he started to smile. That story, or similar versions of that story, was repeated to me in 10 different languages in 10 different countries. It is the story of how sprinkles of powdered vitamins and minerals allows a child the freedom to grow and develop normally. That story is but one example of why I consider myself to be one of the luckiest people you will ever meet or hear from. I am able to make a difference in people's lives, and as my friend Martin Connell of the Calmetto Foundation said, and I quote, "The passion of belief that comes from knowing you have stumbled across a great idea and are in a position to pursue that idea without compromise is as good as it gets in a lifetime." End of quote. Well, you are embarking on that journey with the good fortune and talent that will allow you to pursue your own goals. So I say to you, good luck, enjoy today, congratulations again, and very well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zlotkin. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of Convocation, the Alumni Association will present a Simon Fraser University alumni pin to the graduates as they leave the stage. Our alumni are incredibly important to us, and we're pleased that this symbolic presentation will launch you in your new role as SFU alumni. Ms. Lisa Young received a Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology in 1998. She's also the Associate Director of the Alumni Office. I invite Lisa to the lectern to bring greetings to the graduates.
Thank you, President Petter. On behalf of your elected SFU Alumni Association Board, I extend my congratulations to you all. You are now lifetime members of our SFU alumni community, a worldwide network that is now more than 150,000 strong in over 140 countries. Your relationship with SFU transforms now as your journey continues. We are here to help you expand your personal and professional networks through local, national, and international events, and to support your success through offering access to career resources, library services, and many value-added benefits. Our goal is to have you serve as our engaged alumni, helping advance and enhance the student experience for our future SFU graduates, and serving as ambassadors for SFU in your community. As you cross the stage today, I will present you with an alumni pin. Wear it as a symbol of your incredible achievement and connection to SFU. Be proud of your accomplishments. Be proud of your SFU credential. And thank you for investing your time, energy, and talents in this great university. Congratulations again, and welcome to the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Lisa. Before the graduands are presented individually to the Chancellor, Mr. Philip Chung, a member of the graduating class, will address Convocation. Philip is graduating with a Bachelor of General Studies degree in Education with minors in Early Learning and Developmental Disabilities and Curriculum and Instructions. During his undergrad, he was involved with the Education Student Association, where he worked to help build a student-centered community. He was also involved with Friends of Simon, a program that sends SFU students to work with newcomer children and youth in schools around the Lower Mainland. After graduation, he plans to become a teacher in the Lower Mainland. It's now my pleasure to call upon Mr. Philip Chung for the Graduand Address. Philip? think you're okay with that.
President Petter, Madam Chancellor, faculty, distinguished guests, family and friends, and of course, the graduands. Good afternoon. It's truly an honor to be speaking on behalf of the graduating class today. But I would first like to start off by acknowledging that we are gathered here today on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish, Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish nations. Let me tell you that as a student teacher, I'm used to speaking in front of maybe 25 students, but definitely not the hundreds or perhaps even thousands of you gathered here today. I would like to congratulate once again each of the graduates. We all took different routes to get to this point. Some of us transferred from other institutions, others did co-op terms, some of us transferred from one faculty to another. Regardless of the path that you took, congratulations. Today, we all feel countless of emotions. You may feel proud, you may be feeling alive, you may feel inspired, bored, at ease. I, for one, am feeling still a little bit nervous, but regardless of the emotions that you're feeling right now, we are all sharing a strong sense of connectedness today. I want us to take a look at somebody beside you. Take a look at somebody beside you. Thank you. You might not know who this person is, but there's this unspoken but authentic kind of connection that links us all together. Hopefully this connection was made through an exchange of a smile. Our journey at SFU is really a time of connectedness with our passion, with others, and with ourselves. We're connected to the studies. We're connected to our studies and the subjects that we have a passion for. Though we're at the end of our current university careers, we're not at the end of our learning. We're unable to still answer all of the questions in our field, but what we are able to do now is draw from our experiences and significant learning moments from our classes and apply them to whatever the context is. Sometimes our minds just click, and we're able to easily recall facts and apply them towards our solutions. At other times, we're able to accomplish lots because of the knowledge that has been instilled within us. At times, this recognition of our own wealth of knowledge comes as a surprise to us because we tend to forget just how much we've gained through this experience. A lot of what we now know comes from our classes, but much of it also comes from the conversations that we have with our SFU community, our friends, classmates, professors, TAs. We've become better, well-rounded individuals because of this institute and all those part of the community. We're far from knowing everything, and that really shouldn't be our goal, but we are now much better equipped and prepared to learn and accomplish even more, regardless of whether you will be entering the workforce or grad school in the future. As connected as we are to our studies, our passions, our potential for the future, sometimes we forget to think about the relationship that we have with those around us. We're connected to our families, our friends, and many individuals who do not fit into these broad categories. First, our families. They provide us with so many things. I, for one, am still a typical basement dweller, living in my parents' place, eating all their food. And I thank my mom and dad here for that. Because I never have to worry about food or shelter, I've always been able to focus on what really matters, my education, my passion, and all that goes on in my life. To my single brother, right over there, thank you as well for translating all of this to Mom. Thank you. And to those who live alone or have moved out, our parents, closest relatives, and our loved ones are still cheering with us, giving us lots of moral support. Whether it's a like on Instagram, a like on Facebook, a quick text message checking in, or a long phone call, our loved ones may not physically be with us all the time, but their reminders, their goals, their values, they're all instilled within us, and we bring these values wherever we go. We are also connected to our closest friends, the ones you tell everything to. Your secrets, your insecurities, and even the smallest things like how you might need to go to the washroom at this particular moment. The ones who may be recording you right now and are probably giggling and shaking a bit because you're calling them out in front of everybody. The ones you go on long trips with and still remain close friends. These people are worth connecting with, and I know that all of you have these really, really close friends. They remind us that no matter how many stresses we need to get through, we are not alone. We are a team. These closest friends are with us even when we're at our very worst, and they remind us how to be happy. They're honest, they're direct, they tell you that you look bad if you look bad. You hang out with these people because they allow you to be who you are. And as we remind ourselves how fortunate we are to have such close friends, it's not often in the back of our heads to appreciate the friends that you've met through class. I'm talking about the ones who learn similarly to you. For me, the classmates turned friends who also like to hide behind a pillar, putting in all the effort not to speak in class. The ones who love and hate the same courses for the same reasons. The ones who are online with you as you're tackling an assignment which you should have finished a long time ago. These individuals are the reasons why we are here today. They've helped us, they've provided us moral support, and we went through the same ups and downs, and they went through the same ups and downs that we went through. Our time at SFU is really a positive one because of them, and let's hope that we all find ways to stay connected with these wonderful people, whether or not they'll be heading towards the same career paths as you. Finally, as connected as we are to everyone around us, let's really take a moment to connect with ourselves. With all the love that we receive from others, let's take some time to acknowledge our own effort and care about ourselves. Sometimes we question our ability to do things, but there are always surprises. Surprises like how I was able to somehow find a parking spot today during a really, really busy convocation day. Surprises like being able to get a seat on the 145 bus when you're way back in the lineup. Sometimes things like this happen because of luck, but it could also be because of the actions that you've taken to make sure that you get what you need. Let's acknowledge ourselves today because luck itself didn't get us here today. It's because of our families, friends, and of course, the countless hours of work that you've put into your own education. We're all capable of achieving greatness. And I know this because each and every one of us have experienced losing an argument before, and then somehow, way afterwards, while taking a shower or something, somehow come up with a massive list of counter-arguments that we wish we had earlier. If that doesn't prove that we've got it within us, then I don't really know what does. All the thoughts and reflections that we do in and out of school may not bring us greatness in the moment, but shall we ever be in the same argument again, the reflections and the work that we've garnered in the past will be sure to come in handy. You'll be able to win that argument, and you'll be able to achieve whatever you put my mind into. We're here to celebrate many accomplishments today. Your degree says one thing that you have, but I invite you to remember that although your degree is important and valuable, our connectedness with those who are with you today and those celebrating with you back at home are even more important. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduates.
Thank you. Well done. Thank you, Philip. The members of the graduating class will now be presented to the Chancellor to be admitted en masse to their degrees. Will the graduands please rise? Pretty good-looking group, don't you think? Madam Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of this university, and I request that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are now recommended.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees. Will the graduands please be seated?
The members of the graduating class will now be presented individually to the Chancellor, but first, a few requests. Would you please refrain from applauding the individual members of the graduating class until each group of degrees has been conferred? This does not apply to the conferral of doctoral degrees, and obviously we can't forbid spontaneous outbursts of enthusiasm, nor would we want to. As a courtesy to others, please remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony. I'd ask the graduates to please return to their seats following receipt of your degrees. However, doctoral graduates should join your colleagues on the platform. The degrees in the Faculty of Education and the Faculty of Health Sciences will now be conferred. Madam Chancellor, Dean and Associate Provost, Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, Dr. Jeff Dirksen, will announce the names of students earning graduate degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Education. The graduands will be hooded by their accompanying faculty supervisor, representative, or Dr. Chris Magnuson, Dean of the Faculty of Education. The first doctoral degree recipient, Dr. Robin Long, is also the recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. Dr. Long will be hooded by their supervisor, Dr. Margaret McDonald. Dr. Long is from Berkeley Heights, New Jersey, and taught as a primary and Montessori teacher before pursuing a PhD at SFU. Her research, which investigated young children's pro-social activity development in a Montessori classroom, has led to collaborations with teacher training centers. Dr. Long aims to use her research to develop instructional materials for Montessori teachers and to further develop a Montessori community of practice model for young children. Dr. Long's dissertation won the 2018 Outstanding Doctoral Dissertation Award from the American Montessori Society. The second doctoral degree recipient, Dr. Shannon Rogers, is also the recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. Dr. Rogers will be hooded by her senior supervisor, Dr. Charles Bingham. A teacher for 2 decades, Dr. Rogers' doctoral work uses philosophy of mind to question long-held pedagogical assumptions, including the primacy of psychology over philosophy to guide educational policy, and that epistemological concepts are skills. Encouraging an examination of the foundations of education through different lenses, her future work endorses a call for teacher training programs to include a history of the philosophy of mind and an examination of mind's impact on policies and practices. And also, from this amazing family, Shannon's mother, who is in the audience today, also received the very same medal 20 years ago. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduands of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Darian Allen. Dr. Allen will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Peter Lillydahl. Dr. Michelle Beach. Dr. Beach will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Lucy Lamar. Dr. Hiller Hammerman. Dr. Hammerman will also be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Lucy Lamar. Dr. Stasia Boskovich. Please. Dr. Boscovich will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Kevin O'Neill. Dr. Carl Ford. Dr. Ford will also be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Kevin O'Neill. Dr. Maria Isabel Mayo-Harp. Dr. Mayo-Harp will also be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Kevin O'Neill. Dr. Madeline DeLittle. Dr. DeLittle would be hooded by her senior supervisor, Dr. Susan O'Neill. Dr. Janine Orlando. Dr. Orlando will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Susan O'Neill. Dr. Teresa Jenkins. Dr. Jenkins will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Robert Williamson. Dr. Eleonora Jeansu. Dr. Jeansu will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Charles Bingham. Dr. Emily Sadowski. Dr. Sadowski will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Charles Bingham. Dr. Harpreet Kaur. Dr. Jahia Marzouk. Dr. Marzouk will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Philip Wynn. Dr. Timothy Mossman. Dr. Gordon Sturrock. Thank you, graduands. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Education in the Faculty of Education. Dr. Luigi DiMarzo. Dr. Natasha Merkic-Subotic. Dr. Merkich Subotic will be hooded by their faculty supervisor, Dr. Alan McKinnon. Dr. Joel Murray. Dr. Murray will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Ann Chinnery. Dr. Christopher Rogerson. Dr. Rogerson will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Michelle Pigeon. Thank you, graduands. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Health Sciences. The graduands will be hooded by their accompanying faculty supervisor, representative, or by Dr. Tanya Bubella, Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences. Dr. Christina Adams. Dr. Adams will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Jeremy Schneider. Dr. Kiffer Card. Dr. Card will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Robert Hogue. Dr. Oghen Ovede Iyawo. Dr. Iyawo will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Robert Hogue. Dr. Shabnam Massa. Dr. Massa will be hooded by their senior supervisor, Dr. Gretien Prefontaine. Thank you, graduands. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of master's degrees in the Faculty of Education. Afrina Khan. Camilla Miranda. Megan Parker. Alexandria Parsons. Cheryl Inkster. Amber Aris. Marte Riola. Naima Assad. Jennifer Berg. Mohammed Bagheri. Nancy Bailey. Jennifer Boudreau. Jeremy Boyne. Megan Brown. Carling Chand. Karan Chang. Juan Cortez Torrado. Jami Diallo. Jason Dixon. Nancy Dubé. Inas El-Medini. Jacqueline Favel. Wenwen Fei. Leonard Ferguson. Lara Gilmore. Lucy Griffith. Taryn Harms. Sarah Howe and guest. Shannon Howlett. Loi Wen Huang. Angela Inkster. Fieyang Ying. Hiroko Kitayama. Elaine Lai. Bin Lee. Elizabeth Lee. Jinyao Lai. Misha Lai. Alexandra Lieblich. Peek Ling Lo Yan. Yerli Ma. Shannon McAllister. Stephanie Mace. Deborah Malaman Silva. Emily Marmol. Jessica Matthews. Cindy McCaw. Mervi Mora. Sharzad Mogtag Hedi. Georgina Faye Nelson. Yanan Ni. Tara Olchowe. Annalisa Olivares. Hedy Lind Perasoto. Pierre-Henri Poudre. Christine Poznansky. Christine Reimer. Janet Renshaw. Daniel Sidaros. Nancy Shakur. Brittany Sitch. Kulmul Sohal. Song Song. Mariana Stan. Wendy Steele. Jason Stewart Alonso. Shalagram Subedi. Colleen Sullivan. Deborah Tang. Carolyn Taves. Chenyulu Udevi Aruvoru. Marian Vereen. Tanya Virani. Jennifer Walker. Andrew Walsh. Naomi Wicki. Kevin Withers. Angela Wolfe. Thomas Wright. Joanna Young. Siji Zhang. Thank you, graduands. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the students who have completed the requirements for graduate diplomas in the Faculty of Education. Lily Leung. James May. Christine Tack. Stacy Woodruff. Thank you, graduands. More. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of master's degree in the Faculty of Health Sciences. The first graduate is a recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence, Ms. Kalisha Venditti-Closen. Kalisha Venditti-Closen joined SFU in January of 2012, completing a bachelor's degree followed by a master's degree. As a research associate at SFU and the BC Centre for Excellence in HIV/AIDS, she sought to understand barriers to HIV prevention and treatment among marginalized people, including youth in Canada and in South Africa. Kalisha will start her PhD at UBC this fall, where she intends to work with young women to examine the intersection of relationship power and HIV risk in South Africa. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduates of master's degrees in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Samantha Aro, Tamar Austin, Heather Bartlett, Julia Goldman Husband, Sadaf Hagdan, Madison Huggins, Emily Jarvis, Christina Katapuram, Erica Kilias, Dana Krementz, Amma Kierme, Piotr Majkowski, Tatiana Pakomova, Hadia Samim, Arpreet Singh, Rebecca Tucker, Justin Claire Wu, Snehal Veghela, Adrian Jung, Karthika Yogarantnam, Uko Basi Isep, Anna Landry. Thank you, graduates.
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Education, Dr. Chris Magnuson, will now announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in his faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in the Faculty of Education. Rebecca Atchison, Tara Anderson, Sarah Atherton, Simran Badil, Faima Bahar, Alana Banta, Monique Bantok, Caitlin Beatty, Angela Beckett, Brittany Bento, Navleen Bhatia, Devin Berkheim, Ariel Bitten, Taylor Blacksland, Carolyn Brand, Dana Brovold, Amy Kane, Sarah Campbell, Gina Carpenter, Lisa Caudell, Angel Chow, Katharina Cowan, Duncan Crawford, Tara Crone, Melie de Jong, Nicole Dieter, Lara DeGlan, Jasleen Dioyle, Sherilyn DeMarco, Brianna Doherty, Courtney Duncan, Sarah Endicott, Karen Pui Ting Fong, Jeffrey Fraser, Rachel Froze Zamparini, Inderpreet Garsha, Nikita Garcia Gravel, Erica Gilson, Mosina Godanwala, Chris Gorley, Regina Inez Granados, Caitlin Gross, Lucas Jayen, Carly Gerlich, Jasleen Hare, Jamie Hagan, Sharzad Hamed, Megan Hans, Farzand Mahamud Harji, Ashley Hogan, Daniel He, Derek Harridge, Ryan Hoban, Tyler Hopkins, Megan Jackson, Asha Jubu, Captain Madeline Jones, Natalie Jones, Chantel Johnson, Angie Caberda, Braden Galiciak, Harjit Kaur, Andrea Kish, Victoria Cooner, Lorraine Landry, Caitlin Lauder, Amy LeBlanc, Annika Ledoux, Robin Lowe, Kelly Lusk, Chanel McKinney, Brianne Meyer, Carrie May, Daniela McEwen, Richard McGraw, Tony Mackay, Ashley McPherson, Nena Mehta, Rosa Mendez, Allegra Metcalf, Kate Mitchell, Amanda Montanari, Nadia Moore, Rachel Moorthy, Erica Moyo, Sean Mrazek, Sarah Jean Monroe, Kirandeep Panu, Tarika Pather, Louisa Perro, Holly Peters, Joseph Petrie, Scott Plamondon, Kristen Pabuda, Janine Polzer, Caitlin Poirier, Jessica Poland, Chelsea Pratt, Sarah Prentice, Emma Paidi, Tarnjot Randhawa, Parveen Ratan, Justin Reist, Michael Rhodes, Aaron Riggs, Francesco Romeo, Mia Rushton, Kelly Sadar, Nisha Santu, Sunny Santu, Gaganjit Sankira, Christoph Schaub, Natalie Scott, Ramandeep Shergill, Roberta Sherman, Sun Young Chin, Brittany Situ, Pamela Simi, Jasper Sinjian, Natalie Smith, Tara Lynn Spooner, Curtis Stengel, Yvette Stephenson, Christopher Sun, Sarah Zapila, Alexis Ann Talion, Alyssa Thiessen, Grace Thiessen, Sydney Towers, Kira Trainer, Samantha Vanden Boogard, Lexa Villette, Tracy Vleeming, Madison Watt, Chantel Whitehead, Jennifer Weens, Frederick Wilson, Ryan Uchin, Leslie Zirk, Elizabeth Zapidio, and Anjuli Zukowski. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of General Studies in the Faculty of Education. The first graduand is the recipient of the Dean's Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence, Ms. Ana Karen Ramirez. I ask Ms. Ramirez to come forward, please. Ms. Ana Karen Ramirez is graduating with a Bachelor of General Studies in Education with 3 minors: early learning, learning and developmental disabilities, and curriculum and instruction. She also completed the professional development program at SFU and received her certification for teaching by the BC Ministry of Education. Originally from Guadalajara, Mexico, Ms. Ramirez started university studying environmental engineering. However, after volunteering at daycares and elementary schools, she found her true calling in the Faculty of Education. She is the recipient of 4 scholarships, as well as a grant to fund a field trip for an inner-city school. Last spring, she began working as an elementary teacher with the Burnaby School District and completed her final 2 semesters of her bachelor's degree while working full-time. Next year, she plans to apply to graduate school. Congratulations, Anna. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduands of the degree of Bachelor of General Studies in the Faculty of Education. Christine Albertson, Jessica Allen, Sophie Banks Bywater, Natasha Barr, Jenny Bayun, Michelle Carney, Boki Shen, Menglin Chen, Lisa Shu Chen, Philip Chung, Casey Chen, Jamie Dang, Kai Fedor, Alexandra Gallan, Melanie Garcia, Shay Gronamos, Carly Howden, Emmeline Hoyt, Anthony Janelina and Vanda. Excuse me. Scott Keats. Elila Clare. Kathleen Comicho. Chelsea Lee. Sylvia Liang. Xuan Liu, Ashley Martin, Devin May, Tara McCullough, Tyler McLean, Esther Nam, Tisha Narayan, Taryn O'Gorman, Amanda Panahi, Carol Candid Raphael, Kaylee Reed, Pika Reeves, Jill Sampson, Hank Seo, Joyti Sharma, Nicole Shen, Navroop Sohal, Kathleen Monica Sabo, Teresa Vivian Tran, Anisha Unadkat, Hide Vos, Nicholas Walry, Tara West, Kimberly Wong, Wenya Xian, Shukrao Zhao, Wenxia Zhao, Samantha Zimmer,
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Dr. Tanya Bubella, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in her faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Anosha Afak, Franklin Mabaka Amabaku, Laura Belanescu Barbarnat, Tessa Bantok, Belinda Bariana, Chantal Bonnet, Jillian Brown, Emily Byam, Joyce Chan, Wing Yu Chan, Anthony Chung, Catherine C. Nya Chung, Chris Chung, Shirley Cho, Al Yum Choi, Samuel Clare, Cynthia Cruz, Robert John Cruz, Vivian Dang, Miranda Deffer, Julie DeVrient, Rita Doby, Ariana Ebrahimzadeh, Ada Ertan, Caitlin Faber, Danielle Fernandez, Marisol Fernandez, Sophia Gaba, Kendra Goodman, Stephanie Goyanechia, Jessica Gruel, Yuki He, Stacy Heeman, Marie Holtorf Ma, Nahida Hussein, Gladys Leopold Oko Yaya, Gerhard Yaj, Amani Kafiti, Ellen Kett, Joo Hee Kim, Anika Kirpal, Sophia Knowles, Jenny Kong, Swet Ying Koo, Harvey Lakmani, Priscilla Lawson Perez, Morgan Lechner, Eugene Lee, Hye Ji Lee, Yu Rang Lee, Gina Leong, Jackie Leong, Patty Leong, Tessa Leyland, Raymond Lee, Chun Hung Lin, Karina Liu, Christina Ma, Godswill Madhukurum, Ian Mann, Francesca Mariani, Brianna Morden, Miles Murphy, Sadia Nayab, Haley Ng, Bright Nornubari Nagbor, Kelsey Nickel, Lustra Okere, Jody Wu, thanks, Avery Parkinson, Julianne Perez, Tam Pham, Caroline Pisco, Amina Rai, Peggy Aganimo Roxy, Lavania Sachitha Nundun, Paige Sander, Reinelda Sankey, Christina Sham, Vishay Sharma, Nicole Shum, Lauren Smythe, Christy So, Tegan Sorokin, Michelle Spacek, Barbara Stroud, Lydia Tong, Melanie Wadasinghe, Corrine Wilson, Yuaning Zhu, Raheen Yahia, Samantha Yode, Kristen Yu, Karen Zhao. Alisa Zukanovic. So, Madam Chancellor, oh, big round of applause. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Health Sciences. The first graduand is the recipient of the Dean's Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence, Ms. Jenna Gross. I ask Ms. Gross to come forward. Ms. Jenna Gross is graduating with a BSc in Health Sciences, concentration in Life Sciences with first-class distinction. Ms. Gross has achieved multiple placements on both President's Honor Roll and the Dean's Honor Roll, has completed 2 cooperative education placements as a research assistant with Connexus Bioinformatics Corporation and Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada, and is graduating today with a 4.13 GPA. So, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Thank you. Rodiana Alizada. Chelsea Almaden. Thalini Amaratunga. Shalina Arshad. Shania O. Emily Averill. Suman Ayaz. Dwani Babla. Gavin Barha. Arushi Bardwaj. Sorry. Bikram. Delane Buksha. Ryan Kalasan. Don Cancer. Gabrielle Canizares. Jessie Marie Castillo. David Chen. Larissa Chen. Karen Chen. Joelle Chung. Karamveer China. Savithri Kure. Catherine Cruz. Dustin Dapp. Way to go, Dustin. Jasleen Dhaliwal. Monita Dhaliwal. Palveer Dariwal. Simran Desi. Preeti Dillon. Jessica Dong. Manya Edwardson. Siobhan Ennis. Akila Fathahullah. Clarissa Fong. Wendy Fong. Ellen Fortin Aglitis. Jasmine Gazizeda. Alina Gimeri. Amneet Gill. Karen Gill. Navjot Gill. Monica Gobo. Natalia Gretskaya. Tiffany Hua. Allison Ikeda. Nikil Irkal. Shamil Kokar. Jodileen Laxmana. Lisa Lawson. Andy Lee. Wei Log Lee. Samantha Louis. Snow Lvo. Sydney Ma. Maggie Ma. Chun Hin Henry Mack. Shengdra Mao. Marusik, Tess Marusik. Gurchan Nan. Navjeet Nat. Bianca Nguyen. Michelle Nguyen. Patrick Nguyen. Tony Nguyen. Chris Emmanuel Niosco. Erin O'Connell. Angelica Pajaitan. Dulan Pereira. Faith Phillips. Maria Lori Anna Purificacion. Dipti Rajguru. Amanda Rollins. Shada Simeon Swan. Kelsey Shaben. Unsa Sheikh. Agnieszka Sliwinski. Gavneet Sohal. Banit Sra. Reagan Strutt. Rebecca Tingling. Alicia Tingling. Eric Wang. Edward Wong. Hannah Wong. Janice Wong. Winnie Wong. Chinman Wu. Vanessa Yang. Hody Young. Emily Yu. And Cindy Zhang.
Madam Chancellor, the Governor General's Gold Medal is awarded to the two top graduate students who are judged to have the most outstanding records in the graduating class. One of the recipients of the 2018 Governor General's Gold Medal for Graduate Studies is from the Faculty of Health Sciences, Dr. Christina Adams. I invite her to join me. Dr. Adams completed her master's and PhD research as part of SFU Medical Tourism Research Group. Her dissertation research examined industry practices in the popular dental tourism destination in northern Mexico. Her current position as a policy analyst in the Primary Care Access Branch within the Ministry of Health stems from her research on the social factors that shape access to health. Dr. Adams plans to continue research and to work on the delivery of equitable health care, both locally and globally. I invite Chancellor Giardini to join me in presenting the Governor General's Gold Medal. Madam Chancellor, the Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal is awarded to an undergraduate student who has maintained the highest academic standing in their coursework in a certificate or post-baccalaureate diploma, and who, by participating in extracurricular activities, has shown outstanding qualities of character and dedication to the community. The recipient of the Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal is Ms. Nicole Wittenberg. Unfortunately, she's unable to join us today, but on behalf of SFU, I want to congratulate Ms. Wittenberg on her outstanding achievements, and we'll all do the same. Will the graduating class please rise? I congratulate each of you on the completion of your degree. This is an impressive achievement, and I ask your friends, your family, and members of the platform to join me in applauding the amazing graduating class of June 2018. Now let's not forget all those who helped you to get this far. I invite the members of the graduating class to reciprocate by applauding your family, friends, faculty, and staff, indeed all those who helped you to achieve your goal. Please be seated.
Friends, this completes the formal awarding of degrees. Some graduands recommended by the Senate for degrees today have been unable to be present, and their names have therefore not been read out, but I now admit them to the appropriate degrees as shown in the program. I have a few thank yous to express. First, to all of you for joining us on this celebratory afternoon. Second, to the many volunteers, staff, and faculty members coordinated by the Ceremonies and Events Office and by Student Services who have worked together to run a smooth convocation day, and they saved up all the good weather across the rest of the week and saved it for just now, so we should be very grateful to them. And to the members of our 6-time world champion Simon Fraser University Pipe Band for their contribution to Convocation. They will be performing again after the ceremony in Freedom Square behind the platform. Can you join me in thanking all of them? This brings to a close the formal part of this afternoon's convocation. You are now all invited to attend a reception in Junction 65 to my right behind the platform. Follow the signs. I ask that you kindly rise and remain standing at your places until the platform party has recessed. Thank you.
You can wave. Yeah, I don't remember my back and see me. Yeah?